What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I got a very special guest. You know, one of the fan favorites.
Hi.
Andy Rue, what's
That's
up?
me. Don't boost my ego. Don't boost it.
Is that how you talk on your channel?
Yeah, that's
Hi,
exactly.
I'm Andy. You know, it's funny because, okay, for you guys that don't know Andy Rue, let's just go through it because a lot of you guys do know. But he's a talented musician. He's a classically trained pianist. I met him through rap. He was a rapper when I met him, but then he started working at my recording studio. So he's an engineer, a producer, a singer, a rapper, songwriter, you know, all these things. But he is only 24. It's 24, right?
26.
26?
26.
Oh, sorry. 26. Hey, man, you're getting
I
old.
look 21.
You're closer to 30 now.
I know. I'm going to be.
Oh, snap. That means I'm getting old, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you at the retirement home, brother.
You know, going back to 26 would be fire. Anyways,
that would be crazy.
So he's Gen Z. So we've been having some fun putting him in front of some new music and stuff like that. But, okay, that's for people who don't know. For the people that do know, he's always done reactions on my reaction channel with me. And one of the always the comments were like, start your own reaction channel. So he did. So there's been a lot of fun crossover stuff, and he's been doing a lot of stuff on his own. So that's been super dope. But anyways, are you familiar with AUDIOSLAVE?
I'm not. I've heard the name. It's another one of those artists, or I've heard the name, and I don't know anything about it.
Cool.
That's it.
What about Chris Cornell?
It's another name that I've heard. Don't know anything about him.
All right. So this is pretty much a blind reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do any reveals until later in the reaction because there's some really cool stuff that I've learned about AUDIOSLAVE and that I know about Chris Cornell, which I will say he's the lead vocalist here.
Yeah.
But we'll have a good time with it. Anyways, if you guys are here for a first-time reaction to AUDIOSLAVE, Like a Stone with the one and only Andy Rue, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, over there I've been doing movie reactions, but over here is where I do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to the membership. It gives you early access. I update it every day, and there's a big catalog that hasn't been released yet, so you could have some fun in there. Regardless, thank you guys for your support. Huge shout out to all the members for helping us keep the lights on, and let's get this reaction going. Now, I am checking this out from AUDIOSLAVE's official YouTube channel. Please go over there and watch that without us. Our reaction video is not a substitute for the original. We always want you to support. So,
do you know the time period of AUDIOSLAVE? Like, when were they kind of big? It looks kind of early 2000s-ish when I'm looking at this right now, maybe 90s, but am I wrong?
okay, I'm just going to drop the bomb on you. Are you ready?
Maybe.
So, I think it was the year 2000. Actually, hold on. Okay, I'm going to wing it. You guys corrected. Basically, you've done reactions to Rage Against the Machine, correct? All right. Well, Rage Against the Machine broke up.
Right.
AUDIOSLAVE is Chris Cornell as the lead, and pretty much everyone else is from Rage Against the Machine.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's so the big reveal is kind of, I believe Rick Rubin introduced Chris Cornell to Rage, and and they created AUDIOSLAVE.
Rick Rubin's he's not like a writer, but he was like that visionary guy who would go into like record. He's that just kind of cuckoo guy. That's funny. Yeah.
He's like that guy.
He's a legend. Yeah.
So all right, man. Welcome to AUDIOSLAVE. This is Like a Stone.
Afternoon in a room full of emptiness.
glad you told me the kind of history, I guess, with that they were that the band members are from Rage Against the Machine, because this is very obviously not the same type of music. You know, it's not like that hardcore kind of punk-esque kind of stuff. This is much more like this, like kind of alternative, calm, almost shoegazy kind of like, you know, vibe. But like as a musician, it's I can only think how cool it must have been to like transition from like doing that like more hardcore to being a little bit more musical and less like about like all this crazy hype and energy, and just going into something that's just like it's a different emotional language now that they're kind of you know doing, and it's really interesting. I think I've heard a clip of this chorus actually.
Okay.
So yeah. So I mean
This is
didn't
their
know it was
biggest.
them.
This is their biggest song.
Yeah.
So this song has like 1.2 billion views.
Oh my
So this is
gosh.
like one of those ones.
Yeah.
And in this era of TikTok and Instagram Reels, we're exposed to so much stuff, but
Yeah.
really without having a moment to kind of understand. Like, because the other thing is, well, I don't want to go too crazy. Let's talk about the reveal. So I was trying. So when I do these reactions, I go into it kind of like a producer, and the whole goal was like, hear you be like, hey, I like the music.
Yeah.
Is this?
and then be like,
then be
they're
like,
from Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah,
And I'd be
this
like, what? Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still cool because you get to examine it from both lenses because you're familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is all Chris Cornell's doing,
Yeah.
because when he wanted to push them to this more to this type of sound, even with like this is almost like a rock ballad, but even like push like a little more blues and stuff
Yeah.
like that into the music.
Yeah.
And so I would have never in a million years, if it wasn't for my comment section and these conversations I've been having, known, like, you know, because I recognized Tom Morello, and then I started piecing things together. So yeah, man, I think
It's super cool. Wow. That's really good too.
it's so different, bro.
Yeah, so one thing I'm gonna say real quick. So he has this break, right, kind of in the intro, and then right here after the chorus, a do 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 do. Now think about this: when you listen to Rage Against the Machine and their music, they do the exact same format, but instead of obviously being calmer, it's these little like breakdown breaks, so like do 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 do. So it's like they do that right after the chorus, right before the verse, and in the intro to like it. So it's like you can kind of hear it, like you can kind of hear like the similar arrangement of the song.
Yeah.
This is just now in a whole different lens, you know.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I love that I'm noticing that too, because that's like I'm glad you told me that before, because now I can sit here and, you know, watch it and be like, you know, try and find the parallels between the two, you know, like how are they still showing that, hey, these are those same members from Rage Against the Machine, but they're just exploring a different type of music now.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the things that's kind of sticking out is how it's arranged.
And it'll be cool when you start checking out like AudioSlave on your channel, because
Yeah.
I still haven't even put you in front of like Soundgarden. Are you familiar with
No,
Soundgarden?
no.
All right, well, we'll just keep rocking.
On my deathbed, I will pray to the gods and the angels like a pagan, to anyone who will take me to heaven, to a place I recall. I was there so long ago. The sky was bruised, the wine was bled, and
was hard. Those are some crazy effects that he had on the guitar. It's almost like, oh wow, that was really cool. Chris's voice is sick. I was gonna say like his voice is super good. It's like almost smooth. Like he doesn't really have a lot of vibrato where he's kind of shaky in the voice. He's just very like, it's almost like this hauntingness, kind of like smooth, just just like very like calm and legato-y, and just it's super cool.
You want to know what's kind of wild? I don't, someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Chris Cornell and Chester from Linkin Park.
Really?
They had like a pretty close relationship or something like that. So I think they both had like a tragic ending.
Yeah.
And it's so unique when you rewatch these videos and hear the music. I think there's also something because of the life they had that's kind of coincides with that eeriness. There's like this, there's this mysteriousness to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something there.
Another thing I was like kind of thinking was like, I can imagine, and I don't know how like the music culture was at that time, but I can almost imagine it was probably a little more intense than now, where picture it like this, right? You're a Rage Against the Machine fan, and you're like, you love the heavy stuff. Like you're just like, I want to mosh, I want to do all this stuff, and then they break up, and you're like, damn. And then they get a new band, start a new band, and it turns out to be like this.
Yeah.
I wonder if the fans were upset that they weren't doing something heavy still and doing something more. I wonder what the culture was like around that, because there had to be some people who were like not cool with this.
So I think it's probably hit or miss. This is how I would have felt. I would have been sad that Rage broke up because Zach brought this such unique dynamic, and it was unique. But I would have been excited for the birth of this because it's just so good.
Right.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is super fire. This is super fire.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys gotta let us know in the comments.
I'd have to look. I think this is definitely early 2000s. I think this is like 2002. This dropped or something like that. But
because I'm curious, I'm like, I just know that anytime, at least now, when bands change their sound, even in the slightest. Like, it'll be like a full-on deathcore band, and they just start singing on one of their songs, and everyone's like, stop that. That's sissy shit. It's like that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I guarantee there were some elitists and, like, just, like, really hardcore dudes that just hated this.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because this is fire. This is super dope.
Yeah, hell yeah. This whole run is out of
until the day was gone, and I sat in regret of all the things I've done, for all that I've blessed and all that I've wronged, in dreams until my death I will wander on again. I long to be roam by roam, patiently I wait for you there, like a stone. I'll wait for you there,
That's hard.
Oh yeah. It's funny because that's why I like doing reactions with you too, is because I feel like we approach reactions different. Like you hear a lot of the musicality and even the vocal harmonies and stuff, which I think we both hear, but I just hear the lyrics first.
Yeah.
And so this song is like super poetic.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy. It's poetic, it's cryptic. The defining messaging behind it, this concept of waiting, and it could, a lot of it has to do with our mortality. But anyways, it's super deep. I've done a reaction to this. That's why I was like, I wanted to put you in front of it. But Chris Cornell, man, he's like, I just really appreciate his writing too.
Yeah.
Like, he's out of control.
Yeah.
So
No, it sounds super poetic. It's just very eerie is like a good way. It's like a good eerie in a way where it's so weird. It's so cool. I really like it. That was really hard.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we were able to introduce Andy Rue to AudioSlave right here and now. I think the next thing would be, get some Soundgarden in his life. I'll tell him to check out some AudioSlave on his channel.
Yeah.
But you guys go crazy in the comments. Let us know what he should rock with on his channel. Thanks for showing up to my channel and rocking with both of us. And yeah, man, whatever we missed, make sure you to tap in the comments. I'll try to pin anything that we got wrong, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.